y'all doing? I hope everybody's feeling good and great and all that shit. That you had a great weekend. That you feeling good today. That you are in line with yourself. Mm, and manifesting great things for yourself and your family. Um, yeah, so y'all know how I do it. I just jump right into it. So look, over the weekend, was it the weekend? Yeah. I went to see Sinners. Uh Normally I purchase my ticket like the day when I get there, but I was like, nah, I'm going to purchase because I figured like I thought the place was gonna be packed, packed, packed. And I like to sit in the last row because you know a bitch is like what is it, far side, near side, whatever the fuck. I just be in the back, right? So I can see the whole shit in dead center. So I have when I bought my ticket, all the seats were filled up in the back except the one like was dead center, and like so it was three seats, right? So I had purchased the one because my son didn't want to come with me, so I went by myself and dead center right here, right? So it was two seats right here. So I look as I'm coming in, I see like the top is kind of full, except there's a couple of seats that wasn't. But I was like, okay, so whatever. So I get up there and so this Caucasian young lady is in my seat. So I said, are you in my seat? So she said, do you mind sitting? Yes, I do. I do. And you can tell, like, you know, when somebody, when you don't agree with something, like they got like a little nasty ass attitude. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about you having a little nasty ass attitude. So she had a little nasty ass attitude, whatever. So, girl, okay, good. Let's just go on and get on up. And so, which she did do. And, so whatever. So I'm sitting there and I watch it. Okay, so wait. The one thing before we get to, because I want to talk about the love making in it, right? But the one as a dancer, how when they kind of had like this circle, it was like a dance circle. Now I don't know if y'all ever been to African dance. If you haven't, there's always at the end of the class, there's always a dance, a circle, a drum circle where you come in the middle and you do your own individual thing. So it kind of gave me that vibe, but yet it was also reflecting on how black culture within itself and dance has just evolved to so many things. They had somebody doing they had African dances, they had hip hop dances, they had uh, uh, um, somebody doing modern dances, they had uh, what else? Yeah, I think was that it? I can't remember. But yeah, it was just that I was just like in awe, like yes, you know what I'm saying? Like that was such a beautiful thing. Such a beautiful thing. Well, the story was well told. The cinematic of this was just like it was great. Oh my god, it was great. That scene was great. As because you know I'm a like great, like it touched me. It touched me. Yeah, I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just man, listen, they did that motherfucking thing. They definitely did that. Oh wait, did they even have Jamaican dancers in there? Did they have Jamaican Caribbean dancers? I think they did. Like if they just touched on it was yo, you wait till you go see that part. I just wanted to share that because you know I'm a dancer and it just really like just like I was like, yeah. So now let's get into the lovemaking part. So they're Michael B. Jordan is playing himself twice. Uh and it was really, really cute. I'm not going to unveil everything. I'll do it somewhere else on my on my social media somewhere, just in case if anybody haven't said. But I do want to talk about the lovemaking scene. So one of the brothers had this girlfriend who was a black woman who was very busty. Like she wasn't no big girl, but she was thick. You know what I'm saying? And she was chocolate. And you almost never really see black women of her status actually being shown in the light of being sexy, of being feminine, and also with lovemaking. Almost never. Like if you we ain't talking about no porn shit. I'm talking about like in a movie. Like we almost never see that. So I was happy to see that. And Now I don't know. Like, y'all, please tell me if y'all seen it. Please tell me what y'all think. I'm about to tell you mine. So when I seen it, when they started to kiss, the kiss didn't really. I mean, they actors or whatnot. It didn't really resonate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some hot shit. Like the shit's supposed to be hot. Like she has some big old motherfucking titties and shit. Like, like what? Like, and I just thought that he was like gonna kiss her on the neck or something. Like, it was like they gave like a little introductory kiss, like just her mouth, her upper lip went in his mouth, like, after they ain't had to have no tongue or nothing, but they could have, they could have simulated it a little bit more. And he just turned her around and pulled up her dress, and just like they just got the bone in like that. And I was like, okay. I thought that was the only scene, love scene. Oh, but it wasn't. Because they also had another chick on there that she was a biracial chick who was fucking around with the other Michael B. Jordan, and they had a love scene, and the shit was type spicy. Yes, it was very spicy. So you could just definitely tell, like, like he really more engaged with, because he do have like a type. He do like like a small type, like Caucasian type chick. Because Lori Hill kind of Lori, what's that, Harvey? She kind of she got that type of like look. Although like I think he went that way because he was getting so much like, motherfucker. If you like Caucasian Karens, bitch, go ahead and do you. You know what I'm saying? But she definitely have the aesthetic of that, right? Like she's small, she got the straight hair, like, yeah, I'm saying that aesthetic of a Caucasian woman. But him and this biracial chick, or whatever, whatever she is, like their love scene was more like involved. Like there was more kissing, there was butt rubbing, there was hunching. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like, but there's no, because the first one, the other Michael B. Jordan, because him and this girl was in a relationship. So like, why? I mean, because sometimes when you fucking, it do just be like, so, just hit that shit. You know what I'm saying? It do be like that. But with this, so that was the first Michael B. Jordan, and then the other Michael B. Jordan, both same because it was twins. You know what I'm saying? The other one, he was more. It was more intense. Y'all wait till y'all see that shit. And let me know what y'all think about the shit. If you did see that, let me know what you think about the two love scenes. Cause I'm always like, when love scenes come with anything, I'm always just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is this about to unfold? Do they have any chemistry? Even if they don't have to have any chemistry, you an actor. You have to simulate some shit. I remember one time when I was an actress, and I had to kiss this dude whose teeth looked like he ain't never brushed them shits like ever. Like them shits was like, and but I was like, you know what I'm saying? I knew how to finesse the situation. But yeah, it definitely was more stronger when he was with like the Caucasian chick than he was with the black girl. Y'all, if y'all seen the movie, please let me know what y'all think about that motherfucking scene. Those scenes. Because it definitely lacked with the black girl, with the black lady, and it was more spicy with the Caucasian Karen. But then knowing Michael B. Jordan, oh, let me tell you one thing they did do was that y'all ain't gonna see it, whatever, if you saw it now, if you whatever. Because she was a vampire, and so they would drool a little bit. And so he was like, "You drooling, whatever the fuck," because she was on top of him, and she said, "You want to taste it?" And why this motherfucker said, "Did I just spit?" It's like I was like, I couldn't even look at that shit. Now I'm sure that probably didn't happen. It probably was super edited, but the spitting in the mouth shit, like some women said that they like that shit. They want all the motherfucking fluids. Like they want all of it. It's all about personal preference. And make sure that's something that you like, not that you just going along with it just because it's a motherfucking trend. Like unless you really do like somebody putting spit in your mouth, like You know, because for me sexually, it's not. There's nothing sexually stimulating about that for me. But I have talked to some women and heard some women say that they want all that. Give me all that. They want it all that. But yeah, I was like, when she did that shit, and they actually, I was like, oh hell no, oh. To me, it's like humiliation. If somebody wants to do it to me, because no, you're not spitting in my motherfucking mouth, motherfucker. That's something we definitely ain't gonna do. Anyway, goddamn Kanye. Oh Lord. Yeah, you having a nervous breakdown in front of every motherfucking body. In front of every motherfucking body. He done went on and said he sucked his cousin dick that's locked up. Like he said that when they, I don't know how old he said it, but he sucked dick. He did say that. Okay, so you suck dick. I don't know why the point of you sharing it with everybody, but maybe it's just something he wants to get off his chest. But I also feel like Kanye is having a breakdown and said that he want to have the baby by no motherfucking Kim. Motherfucker, you was a motherfucking lie, bitch. You went all out when you proposed to the bitch and all that shit. Like now you realize like what the fuck is you? This bitch was fucking on. I mean, not to say that like a woman who had like whatever type of past that she can't be a loving wife and mother. That does not mean that. But motherfucker, you already knew what it was, and what it could possibly be, and it is what it is. And now you over here flipping the fuck out because you having a mental motherfucking crisis out here in these streets. I don't know what the fuck is going on with you. You need to go and sit your ass down and have a conversation with somebody and get yourself well mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally. Well, all the inner shit inside. Because for him to say that, that he sucked, I don't know how old he said. When he said he sucked his dick, I was just like, wow. I don't know how old they were. But you know what? Most people do tend to, your first sexual encounter sometimes can be like with the same sex. As a kid, when you were a kid, just not knowing. Just not knowing, like playing around. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was talking about playing house. T.S. Massey said that playing house shit. I used to play house, but I ain't never did no shit like that. I want kissing, no, not like, you know what I'm saying? But things can't happen. That's why you have to have great conversations um, with your children. Listen, I had seen something I don't know why I didn't save it. This lady was from Africa, and she was talking to her daughter. Her daughter was like, I don't know, she could have been maybe 1, 2, 3, I don't know. And she was telling her good touch, bad touch. So she said, she hugged her, and she asked the daughter, she hugged her and she let her go. She said, and the daughter said, she asked the daughter, is that good touch or bad touch? She said, good touch. Then she went and she did like this to her, she a little girl, she ain't got, but just rubbed her chest, and she said, is that good touch or bad touch? She was like, bad touch. Then she gave her a hug from the back, and she and took her hands down and came up like, groped her booty and came back up. And so she said, is that a good touch or a bad touch? And the little girl said, bad touch. Then she also said, like here, like she touched, like rubbed at her vagina. Like they have clothes on. And the little girl said, bad touch. So that was such a splendid way of talking to your children about this shit, about sex, for real. She just hit that shit on, and that was like bomb. Cause I was just telling you, like, whenever somebody make you feel a certain way, but hers was just like, I'm gonna have to use that, sweetheart, because that was magnificent, brilliant, as a matter of fucking fact. Because that's how you need to be talking to children about their body parts. You know, understand what I'm saying? Because even if they was watching like porn, like, and everybody do watch, you do find your first magazine and shit like at home. I remember I found my mom, and she had like a cartoon one. I did. I found that. I had to look at that. You will find, and I remember my brother said he found his father's um in the house and shit like that. Like you gonna find it because they be having shit, but now like things is so digital now. Unless they keep the shit on the phone. When I go to Pornhub and I feel like, getting down and dirty with myself, I make sure I delete all my shit because my phone, it ain't locked. My son can go through my phone, whatever, whatever. You don't know all that shit. So yeah, you just have to know how make sure that you do that. Um, but yeah, so that was a perfect example of how to talk to children about someone touching them. For real, good touch, bad touch. That it was brilliant. Like it took my breath away. Like, and I was so into it. Like, yes, this is how it's supposed to be done. That's it. This sister from Africa was teaching her daughter that shit. Shout out to her. It was good touch, bad touch. And that's how you need to do with your children too, for real. And talk to them about sex. We cannot, we are all sexual beings. Like, for real, for real. And we cannot, and so in order to stop things from happening like that, like with the same sex shit with Kanye, saying that he sucked his cousin dick, like, you know, I remember one time I seen something on this shit. The mama came home and she like spazzed. I think but they wasn't no, they was teenagers or something. They was boys and they was sucking each other dick or something, fucking some shit each other. Oh, and tell them about values about yourself. And it's okay to motherfucking touch yourself because it's your body. But someone else, like, no, you don't invite nobody else into that. That's not for that. Kanye, go get your motherfucking ass some goddamn help and sit your ass down some goddamn way. Damn. Anyway, yo, this is another this shit right here.
You ever think that I'm going out with you and then you pull out Apple Pay to pay for our bill to tap your card? You're over it. You're dumb. You're crazy. This is the last time you will ever see from me or hear from me, motherfucker.
So homegirl talking about if you pay with Apple Pay, you would never see me a motherfucker again, motherfucker. Honey, you on a date with somebody? What difference does it make how he pay? Like, what? Why does that matter? Like, that's some real wild shit. Like, you crazy for that. Like, that don't even make no sense, sweetheart. Like, absolutely no sense at all. And any man who come across but these young girls, they got it fucked up, sweetheart. Like, stop. Y'all really need to stop with the fuck shit. Like, just fucking stop. Like, fucking stop. He paid with at the end, I can't. That's just stupidity on like just a level of the highest level of stupidity. Girl, I don't know, any of that shit should piss me off. Like, girl,